Boy Fresh Anderson over here. Check this out. Me and the Our Vote Canada media team about to head on out to Code Blue daycare event. You know what I mean? Doing that community thing. That's what OurVote.ca does. You know what I mean? Make sure you check us out. OurVote.ca on the Twitter. OurVote Canada. You know, there are a lot of movements in the city, especially now that there's an election coming up in a couple of weeks. So this Easter weekend, we're gonna go see what type of noise is going down in Centertown. You know, and yeah, I don't even really have to explain it that much. Just check it out.
No, 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 no.
Campaign coordinator for Code Blue. Make sure you visit their website at, where is it over here? Oh, there's buildchildcare.ca. So yeah, no, tell us a little bit more about, you know, the whole entire Code Blue for childcare, you know, how it started, why you think it's important.
Code Blue for childcare actually came into being in 2006 when the Harper government, the Conservative Party at that time was running, and they were talking about abolishing the national, provincial, territorial childcare agreements that had been set up, and they were talking about getting rid of them. And so we really kicked it into high gear. And Code Blue is made up of a number of national and provincial organizations representing women, anti-poverty groups, childcare associations and organizations, labor unions that were really concerned and came together in order to try and stop the dismantling of those important agreements and to raise the alarm about cancellation of the agreements. And this election we came up together again and developed this 2011 campaign strategy. We put forward a platform. We have been putting out our information on our website. We've been working with groups and organizations across the country on events like today's Voter Social. We really are trying to raise child care up as an important issue in this election.
There we go. And in terms of support, are you guys getting good support, or how can we support this movement? What's the easiest way other than visiting the website?
Well, I mean, look using, because what we want to do is to get people putting up YouTubes about why childcare is important.
We'll be doing that.
Yeah, so that's an incredible way to support us, because we do have a website, we've got a Facebook, we've got Twitter, so we've been really successful in getting childcare out there through our website, through the Facebook and Twitter. So it's great.
Social networking always works. Hey, it works for us. All right, thanks a lot, Shoy. We'll see you around. Thank you.
2 boys.
You have two boys? They go here, or?
My older one used to go here.
Used to go here? How'd you find it? Loved it?
Oh yeah, it was a great center. The staff are amazing. Yeah, chef's been working there for 30 years or something.
Oh yeah.
Very reliable, quality childcare for sure.
How long did it take you to find daycare for the first one?
Well, I was lucky because I built relationships with the workers ahead of time.
Okay.
I lived in the neighborhood, and I was, yeah.
Yeah, but you know that if you didn't, it would have been a while.
Yeah, we've been on the waiting list since Canada Report, so it's a year.
A year? Yeah, I know, because my little one is running around right now. Yeah,
really cool.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, no, we definitely waited at least a year until she got into a home daycare down in the Barhaven area. But yeah, so you feel daycare really gives that much of an advantage to your parenting? Does it help you, like, you work, or?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so.
I mean, I wouldn't have been able to do my job properly if it wasn't for being confident about the quality of care that was being provided here. The bigger challenge is the affordability for me. I was lucky to find care, but it's really been challenging for our family financially. Now I have
You're going to get your hat for that, buddy.
Yeah, oh yeah. Not thinking about another one right now. Yeah, no, definitely. I definitely understand where you're coming from.
Can I have that?
Same boat.
Thank you.
Thanks for your time.
I'm going to eat it after.
You take care of yourself.
Yeah.
I'm Jamie Cass.
Jamie Cass.
And I was the first cook at Centertown Daycare.
Tell us a little bit about you were talking about this kitchen, or
I started working here in 19 1976, in May of 76, and I was an early childhood educator up with the preschoolers, and then we got our food every day in little black boxes, catered. And we had infants, toddlers, and preschoolers, and I loved to cook, and I thought, this is crazy. We need to open a kitchen. So we went with the basement. There was an area where we could have a kitchen, so we decided to renovate it. We got a grant from the provincial government, and we renovated and brought the food in-house. I became the first cook, and I cooked for 9 months here, and then I went on to coordinate the child care center for the next 10 years or so. So I've worked here a long time. I left in about 1986.
That's some dedicated chef work. See, we need more of that. We need more of that in our daycares. Like,
we've seen lots of kids come through this child care center. Lots of love, lots of good learning.
Now they're all grown, well-fed adults?
Now, yes, one of them, his parents are here today. He's 24. And now we have kids coming back with their kids to enroll into the daycare. And that's kind of like that cycle of life that you see coming through the whole center. So it's a community place to grow up. And a lot of kids have learned a lot through these walls.
All this talk about kitchen and stuff is making me hungry. I'm gonna go get a cookie. Thanks a
lot.
Okay,
thank you.
Anyways, yeah, you had some kids up in here, 1987. So this has been around for a while.
It has. I think the center, has been around since 1975 or something.
Yeah.
But yes, our son started here when he was 6 months old in 1987.
Wow. And 1987, so let me do the math. He's about almost 24.
He's 24.
24 years old. Wow. And he's a good kid. He's a good guy.
Oh, definitely.
Taking care of himself, everything.
Yeah, he's even working, looking after himself.
There you go. He's not living at home. There you go. See, we need more daycare centers made more responsible young men like us and her son. More daycare.
One of the things I wanted to say about the daycare center that people might not think about, I mean, not only is it great at providing good, reliable, quality care during the day, but I think it helped us parents.
Oh, yeah.
I think it helped to teach us how to be better parents, because we could bring our questions and our problems here. We were active on the board. We sometimes organized sessions with other parents, so when they're going through the terrible twos and the terrible threes, we get together and talk about it, what we were experiencing and how to handle it.
So, yeah, it's just hard because a lot of parents these days who are on waiting lists, they don't have that opportunity. They're sitting at home just trying to figure everything out for themselves. They can't really communicate. Yeah, that's another advantage that daycares do bring to us, type of parents who have those questions but don't know who to ask. Thanks a lot for your time, guys. So, I'm just going to get right to it. Well, movements like this, Code Blue for childcare, what are your views? What do you think? We need more movements like this, or we just need to vote
Absolutely.
out?
Absolutely. The Women's Alliance Party, as you hear the word alliance, don't be afraid. It's not that kind of an alliance. It's really about getting people together, and Code Blue is a coalition, and this is what we, as Women's Alliance Party, absolutely support and really believe in, that if we get together, we can change things. If we all work individually in our own little groups, then at the end of the day, we're just nowhere near what we need to change and transform the society and bring the whole issue of childcare, children, education, and health too, and women's issues to the fore. And we find that this has been eroded in the past few years to the extent where we are very afraid that things are becoming so privatized and so built on for-profit that our children, the gap between the rich and the poor is going to increase to the point where we're going to have vast populations of poor left out of the loop. Few elite people are going to keep running this country, and the whole society will suffer tremendously. And we will reap what we sow if we don't work for change today.
And we're not going to see Do you want to ballot this upcoming election?
Absolutely not. The Women's Alliance Party is a movement for change. And we believe that there are lots of parties, and they're very good parties, and have good platforms, especially NDP and other parties that are really working for children that have that way up high on their platforms. And so we are there to support them, to support the Greens, to support any of the parties that have real issues. One day, yes, we might run for, but the political atmosphere or environment will have to change very much for women to feel comfortable in that arena, which, as you know, today is very detrimental, even injurious to women.
For sure. Thanks a lot, Esther. It was great catching up with you. She's got some powerful words right there. Again, let's get your NDP views on movements like this, and where do we stand on this?
Well, I think it's great that people are getting together to talk about the importance of childcare, but also holding us accountable as parties, right? So they did their report card, and I got it right here.
Do you like your rating?
I like our rating. There's always room for
good.
It's right here actually. Check it out.
There you go. Yeah.
Jack Layton doing well there.
Yeah.
Liberals doing okay. They've gotten better. But these guys, orange, I like the color.
Yeah,
I like that.
color.
But blue, man, these guys.
And they're empowered.
They need some work, big time. In fact, as a teacher, this would be a failure, right? They fail. They got to go back to school, get it together. But no, I'm happy that people have come out today to talk about childcare. It's so important. I mean, you know that, right? Dea knows that. And what we need to see is more childcare that is accessible, that's quality, and that's affordable. So I'm really happy this is happening. But we got to get a shout out to everyone in the community, because childcare is not just about kids, it's about our community. And more investment we have in childcare, the stronger our community is going to be. So we got to make sure this happens right across the country. We invest in childcare to help kids out, to help parents out, to help all of us out.
Yeah, there you go. Check out that report card. Paul Dewar, once again, thanks for your time, bro.
Thanks again. Good to see you.
Later.